Hello and welcome back to Take a Beat. My name is Tears and I'm the digital pastor here at IES. And I am here with a very special guest. And he is... Why?
Special. Something.
Yes. Don't forget
Oh, yes. Actually, something.
So this is Amos. And I'm going to have him in a little bit. But Amos is one of the newest IES staff member. And so, Amos, please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, thank you, PT. It's an awesome idea. While so many episodes I just watching.
Oh yeah, so he watches the podcast to the point where he would comment like, "Oh, you look very relaxed in this podcast," or "No, you're not as relaxed as last week." I was like, "Oh."
I'm sorry, it's kind of... Well, yeah, thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Amos. I am the newest staff in here. Well, yeah, it's just around 3 months. I'm now being a part of a IES Kid Church, and my position right now is, well, yeah, sorry. I am a early years coordinator, specifically 0 to 2 years old.
Question for that.
Yeah.
Like, why 0 to 2? Like, just the thought of 0 to 2 gives me a little anxiety. Whew, for me, but...
Yes, actually, yeah.
Oh, okay,
But
you like living on the edge, huh?
it is. But that's kind of challenge that I really like, actually. I mean, my past experience as a teacher for preschools,
Okay.
specifically for 3 to 4 years, actually. But sometimes I also help for another teachers to teach the lower grade for the around 2 to 3 years. But in here, when I join in here and then have an opportunity to work together with some of the leaders and the teachers, and then they put me in this special place and very, very super exciting environment. 0 to 2 years old.
Okay, we'll go back to that super exciting environment later. But how about, tell us about your family. Who's part of your family?
Okay, I was married with a super duper lovely woman that I've been prayed. Actually, she is really my prayer answer.
Okay.
So I asked God, Lord God, I need a woman. She is a prayers warriors.
Oh.
Directly, and then somehow at that moment I joined a youth outreach.
Okay.
A kind like of ministry for youth in Solo, and especially for hot people, hangout people. Hi, how you there? If you watching me, hot people, yeah, we've been really hot and crazy people around,
okay.
All of them. At that moment, we do so many things like sounds and some kind of ministry, music ministry, and also for the kids, Sunday school ministry. So when I joined that, I met her in some occasion. That relationship goes, yeah.
So
until now.
So I asked this to Golda when I got the chance to talk to her. But who liked whom first?
Oh.
Did you like her first, or did she like you first?
At that moment, I still have a relationship, but well, yeah. She was praying also for a man, yeah, you know, for a man, and then in some occasion that I've joined with, she was leading a prayer. So I joined them, and they have an occasion in some places, and then I'm them, and at that moment we share together about lives and so many things, and well, we met in this kind of life purpose. So from that moment, I think she put me in her prayers.
Prayer list. You know, this should be a plug for the prayer ministry. at IES.
Well, I think it's kind of a little testimony for some that if you don't pray prayer, well, you have to try. It works, man.
Okay. Okay. So the other thing. So some of the other pastors were, I guess, really excited about this interview with you. That they've been asking you questions even before the cameras start rolling.
Oh yeah.
And so a question for you is: we heard something about you pursuing your wife and like making some big moves for your wife. What was that? And
Well,
please
yeah.
explain.
Actually, we were in a relationship and we had a long distance relationship.
Okay.
What about now? A years, I think.
Where were you and where was she?
I was in Solo and she was in Jakarta, of course.
Oh, okay.
So at that moment, she's asking, "Serious with me?" Well, yes, I am. So if you're serious with me, so you have to come, prove it to me. Oh, I will. I will. So then I went to Jakarta, get some job I'm a jobless.
So you really just packed up and moved just so that you're in the same city as
Yeah,
as her?
I
No plans, no nothing?
I just do apply some vacancy, and at moment, so Gading at that moment, accept my application, got a deal, and then I can go to Jakarta with a new job.
Wow, grand gestures of love, yeah.
At that right,
I'm
I
glad
don't know.
it
It's always
worked
yeah.
out.
It's always in the right time, in the right moment, and in that time, right decisions I made. So it just God made a way. God has made a way. Kind of like the song.
You can sing if you want. There's a lot of people who have sung in this podcast. I can't even start to tell you. But so you've been married for how long?
This year will be a 50.
Wow.
Yes.
And I know this for a fact. You have a teenager, yeah?
It is, yeah, that's
So
right.
tell us about her a little bit without embarrassing her.
Oh, okay. Hi, baby Abby. I love you, pumpkin. She's getting 14 next on August.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how does it feel having a teenager? Should I ask that question?
Well, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I found out that she's enjoying her time right now.
Yeah.
And especially we were made her as a comfort as like, it's kind of about parenting. We're talking about parenting that, well, it's like a close friend for me right now because she can talk anything, and sometimes we just get some coffee in a small coffee shop, or doing something while I pick her up from school and talking in the car, and she's always do like this. Can I have a deep talk?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she can share anything with
So
me.
she feels comfortable sharing with you, yeah?
Well, yes, of course.
Oh, that's great.
Very comfort, and nothing that she's cover up with anything, that's just willingly to share anything with me.
Yeah, and I mean, because I was there during Teens Conference, and then you were there because you were waiting for her,
Yeah.
and she seems perfectly fine with you just waiting and being
Yep.
in the session
Yep.
there. So, wow.
So, well, for many parents out there, maybe that's struggling with kind of parenting, and it's not for us actually, not really big as maybe some people or some parents facing their teenagers. Like, how do I talk with them? How do I make some time with them? How do I have to connect with them? Well, we don't have any kind of kind of problem like that, because maybe from she's little, we were honestly open, talking with her honestly with anything in our lives. In when we happy, when we are down, and she was facing so many seasons in our life, also in her life.
And you only have one daughter?
We decided to have one.
Okay.
I said more about it. We decided.
I'm pro only children. I'm an only child, so
Yeah.
I'm like,
Amen. Yeah. Thank you, Betty.
there's a group of us. Don't worry.
Awesome.
She's in-
Yeah, that's great.
So actually, I got a text message
Uh-huh.
right before.
What?
Right before we started this, that did you know that this person asked me? Did you know that Amos has 2 YouTube channels?
Oh man.
And so, what are these YouTube channels, and what do you cover in them?
Yeah.
Confession time.
Back to the story. There is a story for that.
Okay,
Actually,
okay.
there is a
Just
story.
tell the story.
Well, why I have 2 YouTube channel and also another 2, maybe more, Instagram
Wow.
account.
Wait,
So-
I think he should be the digital pastor.
No, no. Wait a minute.
I
'Cause
struggle with one YouTube channel.
there is a story behind that channel actually. There's something happened, a heart attack,
Oh,
very critical heart attack.
Yes.
Then on August last year, I've got a bypass surgery for my heart. So for that,
Oh, okay.
I'm preparing something that I have to keep my mind healthy. I have to make myself still in that terms of creativity.
Okay.
So I resigned from my previous job. And then daily I have to make something to make me in a term of creativity and
Okay.
doing something for my brain, for my heart also. So I'm finishing Proverb and Psalm 2 or 3 times.
Okay.
So I took some verses, make it in short videos,
Okay.
and then also, well, I read some books. I just record it in my phones, upload it to YouTube. That's
Okay.
all. That's the other channel.
So that one channel was
Yes.
mainly something that you used to uplift yourself. It was
is.
it was for your
Yep.
encouragement, but then it ends up encouraging other people. So that's good. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
so,
now it's become something that I like to taking videos of 15 seconds about food, anything that I just upload it there.
You've been at IES, so I think that's probably why.
It's awesome. That statement of serious with food is, man, wow.
Yes. Yeah, you were at VBA. I was there, and pretty much when you're not serving, you're eating.
It is.
Like once you're done eating, you serve. Once you're done serving, you eat. That's pretty much all you do during VBA. I was a little disconcerted.
What about me? It's awesome in here. Really give me some, not just an encouragement, but truly looking life from something different,
Yes.
and especially from food side.
Yes.
So that's
The variety of food that you encounter
that's
at
awesome.
IES.
The way why I have to make some short videos daily and then just upload it. It's because, well, maybe sometimes I'm no longer enjoy it as I enjoy it right now. So I just kept that as my. This is my personal views. I giving thanks to God that I can still enjoying this food. Not
That's
everyone.
your gratitude journal.
It
The
is.
gratitude journal is
Right.
like the
No,
photos.
well, you may not agree with me, but that's the way how I
Yeah.
how
To
I
each
do
their own,
that.
to each their own.
So that's the other channel, and then the other one is I do some kind of doodling,
Yes.
drawing something.
This is the other channel.
Yes,
yeah?
the other
Okay.
channel. Okay, so it's also daily. So one thing that I found from that moment when I got a heart attack is that I have to do some kind of like meditation time.
Okay.
So when I drew, when I made something, when I releasing my feeling, my thought,
reflection and things
my
like that,
reflection, and then put that kind in the line and something, it's releasing me. It is for myself, not others. Others not feel like what I felt, but that's the way I kept recording daily.
So these doodles, what do you doodle?
Well, you just
I like
check.
it. I
Oh
say
yeah,
the
you
word
just
doodle.
select letter. You can check out in my channel at Art Mosfe. So let's
Don't
find
worry,
out.
we will put the link the description in YouTube and probably on the screen as well, so you
Thank
can all
you.
check out
All
his
right,
YouTube
so-
channels. So what all did you doodle? But and by the way, if you ever come to IES and
Yes.
you go to the 7th floor and you see on the windows, there are different drawings of different things. It's sort of like a, I don't know what it's called. It's just drawings on
Yeah.
windows. And those are all
Thank
of
you.
them. And I'm just there. I was like, wow, I'm in awe because he's just super talented. So what all do you doodle? Like, is it like sketches? What do you draw?
What should I say? Yeah, it's a little bit hard to say that because it's just kind of like an expressions.
Yeah.
Just like an expression. Actually, if you found out so many things about doodling, so I play with the line.
Okay.
So many lining. So it's usually I did just because of my brain and my heart put me in this kind of just make this line,
Okay.
do this line, and put your heart in this line. So
Yeah.
it's not just refreshing for me, but it's
Yeah.
really, give me a time to put my heart and also my mind in that kind of. And especially I put some notes in the descriptions and also usually I use quotes from someone that
Okay.
encouraging
Okay.
that.
So, fun fact: I've sat next to Pastor Misha on several functions, and he
Ah.
would do a lot of like sketches, drawings, and different because he's an architect, right? So he would have like different like geometrical shapes. So I feel like one of these days, you and Pastor Misha should sit down and do a doodle off. I think maybe we can even have that on Take a Beat, where the two of you do a doodle off and just see how like we can play music and whatever inspires you doodle.
Wow.
I just
He's
got
a
that.
professional.
I just
He learns from really good education background and do it professionally. Me, I'm doing from whatever it's come.
I think we all want to see that.
Right.
But we'll take a note for a different Take a Beat special. So back
Right.
to being at Kids Church. So what brought you to IES?
Well, it's hard to say that there is no coincidence, right, in life. But it's something that it's really, I don't know how to say it, but at that moment, I don't pray anything about jobs. My praying for the whole year is just I'm going back in a good shape and health. That's all.
After the surgery.
After the surgery of the heart surgery. So, I need something to do next, maybe if I'm ready with my physical condition. So, at that moment, in October, I think, for 10 years more maybe, I didn't met Mariana Kunse, Mami Maria.
Or Muti, as
Muti,
a lot of people call her.
So at MRT Cipute stations, we work together. I'm
It's
2
for
years.
field?
Yes, it is. So we work together. She is as my headmaster at that moment. So
And that was around 10 years ago. More than 10 years ago? Okay.
Yes, that's
Okay.
right. So we just met in a few seconds, I think, taking pictures, selfies, and then blah, blah, done. That's all. And then suddenly in a few weeks coming, she's texting me that the IS Kids needs another person's
Early years coordinator.
Actually, I don't know that position.
Oh, they didn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I met Christine. We're talking about ministry. We're talking and especially about kid ministry. And then she just gave me an offering. If you're willing to join with IS Kids, please let me know.
So what made you say yes?
I say yes. There is two options.
Okay.
To answer. Sorry. To answer. First, my physical condition is ready. So I have to check up to the doctor, make it sure that I'm ready. So I really go to the doctor, check up to the doctor, is my heart condition is okay, and also I think and I pray for that. And the second one is I prayed.
Yeah.
And I actually my wife was in the car. She said that maybe somehow God will provide you in a new job.
Oh, okay.
And I said, Don't think about it first. Don't think about it. Be healed completely first.
Yeah.
Okay, but after that moment, we still talking about it, and maybe God will put me in some different that challenge me, not just put me in some place that as usual I can do it, but well, it's something different. So been praying with that, and then I've come in here for several times and find out. So well, we've prayed and the answer is yes. So I decided. Yeah,
Wow,
I joined.
your life journey has been very much guided with prayer. Yeah. That's
Yes,
that's a
it
great
is.
thing.
It is. Well, sometimes we're not realizing that it is powerful, but I do really know that prayer is so powerful.
Yes, absolutely. And your heart, a-okay now?
Well, the last time I checked to the doctor on at February, I think. Yeah, February. The doctor said that my heart capacity almost in a normal
Oh,
strength.
oh, praise the Lord.
Yeah, almost. It
You
just
might need to do another check after those food truck party stuff at the
well, it is. Yeah, last week I did my blood check.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so my cholesterol is okay. A little bit with my goat and the other things, but mostly it's still fine.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
that. Well, I don't know.
All
But
of the food at Kids Church, it hasn't affected you in a bad way.
I have to help myself to do something to keep me in a good shape right now.
Okay. Another question.
Yep.
What was your first impression of IES when you first got here? I'm always wondering.
My first impression,
Yes.
I felt like, the first time I came here, I saw enjoyment. I felt that at that time, it's not like a ministry and something like that. But people, when I saw them in here, you know what? The first time I came here with a batik, and Ibu Afisa asked me, "Oh, is he another person from Bajak?" So, but when I joined lunch for the first time in here at that moment, it give me something beyond of my mind about ministry, about church,
This is
about
a staff lunch, yeah?
Yes, it is. It's a staff lunch. So I know how people gathering together, sharing something. I saw with kind of like there is no border between us to be a same person in a same field, and the way how we enjoy it. And
I thought you were talking about boundaries with food.
Oh yeah, because there's no boundary actually the food.
Wait.
We just the play on.
When you came for that staff meeting, was that the first time you met me?
I guess so.
Oh, have you been watching Take a Beat?
I think yeah. There is
The first thing you told me when I first met you is, "Oh, I really like your podcast." I was like, "Oh, someone else is watching it other than me."
Yes, it is. You remember that? Just found out that. Oh, she's Pastor Tirsa in podcast. Oh yeah, I have come to say something with her.
I'm glad you said something,
Thank
and I'm
you.
glad that you're finally here and on the podcast,
Oh.
not just talking about the
It's
podcast.
a blessing. It's my honor.
So, okay, one last question before
alright.
like the team cuts me off. So, what about serving the kids at IES Kids?
I found that this is a passion of my life. It's kind of like that people said, if it's cliche,
Okay.
like if you want to change people, you have to change your generations. But by what? By how? How you do that? So back again when the ministry, youth outreach, usually if we got a client to surfing, and especially with the kids, so they always give me in the front line.
Okay.
From that moment, I found out that wow, it might my calling.
That's your passion.
Loved it, hanging around with them. And I know maybe I cannot change for the whole generations. Maybe I cannot, change people's life. But when I put one value to one kids, this kid will go back to the family. She or he will tell something about this value, changing perspective their parents,
Okay.
people in their environment around them. So I do something amazing in this life.
Yeah.
I can put so many values, so many kids in so many opportunity.
Yeah.
And if and now I see that,
Yeah.
I feel that, and I do
Every weekend.
every weekend.
Yes.
So it's not just a passion. Maybe it's some kind that come back to heaven. You'll do something for me. Okay, God, I'll take it. This is my part.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, we love having you be part of not just IES, but also IES staff. It's been such a joy to have you, and also such a joy to have you watch Take a Beat.
Oh, of
every
course.
week.
I am your super duper.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you. I will just,
Yeah. Take a note.
take a note.
Well,
Take a beat. Take
my
a
heart's still beating. I'm so nervous being interviewed with Pastor
Okay,
Tirsa because I always give a
before we do
comment with
damage
that.
to your heart. So this is Teacher Amos, and if you have kids in the 2 and under class, please get to know Teacher Amos. He would love to meet you and your kids.
Absolutely.
And be a part of Kids Church. If you are watching online, we also have online kids materials.
Right.
Right, Teacher
Yes.
Amos? It's at ieskids.org.
Yep.
Wow, I got it right. Okay, so you can access resources there, not just lessons for kids every month, but also you have resources for parents.
Right.
Right? Okay.
Right.
So thank you. Almost wow, I just called you teacher. I'm like I'm reverting back to BBA.
Yes,
Thank
right.
you so much, Amos, for joining me, and
My blessings.
and
you, Pastor
thank
Trisha.
you for joining us at Take a Beat. We will see you next week for another episode of Take a Beat.
Thank you, everyone. God bless you.